Kill the First Amendment Act. European Union agrees to expand online censorship with Digital Services Act. It's amazing how fast this thing is blowing up in the past few days. The European Union has vowed to massively expand online censorship worldwide. Strictly regulate speech during times of crisis and impose digital passports so that online anonymity becomes a thing of the past. But this is Europe saying it's going to do this worldwide. Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama both enthusiastically lobbied for the EU to back the draconian censorship bill on Thursday. Hillary Clinton tweeted, "For too long, tech platforms have amplified disinformation and extremism with no accountability. The EU is poised to do something about it. I urge our transatlantic allies to push the Digital Services Act across the finish line and bolster global democracy before it's too late." How is this democracy? Barack Obama tweeted by Accountable Tech, "Incredible moment for today. Barack Obama toots the EU Digital Services Act DSA as a way to regulate and the abuses that are seen in big tech companies, and he calls on the US to find our voice in the global conversation." European Commission tweets, "What is illegal offline is also illegal online. Now it's a real thing, not a slogan anymore. This is what we have achieved, an agreement on the Digital Service Act that is even better than the proposal we tabled 2 years ago," they said. Per France 24, EU agrees on new legislation to tame Internet Wild West. The Digital Services Act, DSA, the second part of a massive project to regulate tech companies, aims to ensure tougher consequences for platforms and websites that host a long list of banned content ranging from hate speech to disinformation and child images. Tech giants have been repeatedly called out for failing to police their platforms. The New Zealand terrorist attack that was live streamed, etc. Dark side of the internet also included e-commerce platforms filled with counterfeit or defective products. How are they going to do this? I mean, the products thing. The regulation will require platforms so swiftly remove illegal content as soon as they are aware of its existence. Social networks would have to suspend users who frequently breach the law. The DSA will force e-commerce sites to verify the identity of suppliers before posting their products. The European Commission will oversee yearly audits of big tech firms and be able to impose fines for up to 6% of their annual sales for repeated infringements. Infowar reports, looking over the outline of the new agreement, it's striking how they seamlessly conflate abuse material with illegal hate speech. And both are jarbled together as illegal content. And the law calls for plans to restrict free speech on the internet during times of quote-unquote crisis. The DSA also pushes for a public electronic identity, eID, which Politico previously described as a national ID card on your phone that has its origins in vaccine passports and digital COVID certificates. Though the eID is sold under the guise of protecting people's privacy, quote, digital rights activists worry the proposal could allow the private sector to better access people's government-certified information, thereby actually strengthening the likes of Facebook and Google and the targeted advertising industry, according to what Politico reports. This law is the EU's answer to the rising tide of populism and nationalism. Rather than offer any concessions on to the masses, they're imprisoning far-right leaders, outlawing far-right groups, sanctioning Hungarians concerning voting for who voted for Viktor Orban, and launching witch hunts against Marine Le Pen to sabotage her election chances. So this is how, they supposedly defend democracy is the question. This is by Sean Adelton with Dubai News Punch. What do you think about this? Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.